beautiful people? My name is Bridget and welcome back to my channel. Hope you're having an awesome day, and today's video is going to be on my makeup preferences. I feel like, you know, the more you do something, the more you play with different items, like makeup for example, you get certain preferences, things that you like, and who knows, maybe a year from now I'll have totally different preferences. But today I just want to talk about some of my makeup preferences, things that I enjoy in makeup products, and maybe you guys will agree, maybe you'll disagree, and I want to know what you think down below, so feel free to share. Without any further ado, let's get into it. Okay guys, before we get started with today's video, I want to give a quick shout out to today's sponsor, which is WordLife. Now, I'm very particular about things I do on my phone. I never download new apps and I never like change what I do. So bringing something else into my routine like a game actually helps me calm down and wind down at the end of the day, especially like after a hectic day of filming and editing and I just want to sit down and relax. This is something to keep my brain intrigued as well as like keep me going because I'm not trying to fall asleep right after working. But this game is like a word puzzle game and there's tons of different features. So you get rewards for the more you play, you can customize the game, you can change the background, the more you play, you get different backgrounds and stuff to keep you like entertained and looking different. There's also daily challenges as well as weekly events. It's available in multiple different languages and you can play with friends, which is awesome. So if you want to challenge your friends and see who's better at words and stuff, you can do that. And also really does help keep your brain intrigued, keep you feeling smarter. It keeps me feeling smarter because sometimes I get stuck and I'm like, I know I can do this, and I finally get it. There are thousands of handcrafted different levels. You can also discover new words in there that they didn't think you were going to put in the levels, which is awesome because every time I pick one and they didn't expect me to use that word, I was like, I'm in here and I've got this. So be sure to check out WordLife at the top of the description box and give them a download. It is free. It's on iOS and Android, so there's no excuse not to download it and give it a shot. And thank you again, WordLife, for working with me on today's video. Okay guys, so my first makeup preference, this was the easiest one to think of, and that is that I freaking love smaller palettes. I don't like the giant, big, bulky palettes. I like palettes with tons of shades, but I want it to be compacted down so the packaging's not like a huge box, you know? I think there's a lot of good uses for big palettes. However, most of the time, I just like a nice compact palette I can easily store or carry with me if I want to take it somewhere. The storage, you know, takes the part of that too. So I like easy to store palettes that are small and compact, and I feel like a lot of us like those. Those giant Morphe palettes, like they look tempting, the color schemes are nice, but a lot of times there's just so many repeat colors and stuff that I'm just like, I wish this was smaller and I would probably buy it. So yeah, first thing is small palettes. Number two, this has evolved through the years. Not really too much, but I like a medium coverage foundation. I would like it be more towards the full end compared to, you know, lighter coverage. But I do wear like a variety of different coverage foundations, but my preference really for like an average day is medium coverage. Really light coverage, I keep adding extra foundation to try to build it up, or I try to conceal everything. And full coverage can look a little cakey, so I really just like a naturally medium coverage. There's nothing natural about it. A medium coverage foundation where I can kind of see my skin through it, like today. You can kind of see my skin through it, but it's full of lies and deceit. Along with that, number three was really easy to come up with. I love a concealer that will cover my sins and everything else, because I love a full coverage concealer. I want my concealer to make my whole new face for me. Like, I want my natural skin to come through for my foundation a little bit. You know, I want some coverage, but I want my skin to show through too. But with concealer, if I have to use a concealer in a spot the coverage of the foundation didn't cover, I want it to be bulletproof. I want this to cover everything. So that's why I use Shape Tape so much. Number four is something, it's a very pet peeve kind of thing for me. I guess some people probably don't mind, but I think it's super important. Most companies do this, but some don't. So this is being able to see the lip color on the tube of the lipstick. Like, I don't want to have like a label on the bottom that tells me the shade. I don't want like a black packaging or anything. I want to see the lipstick color clear through the clear tube. I want to see the clear tube and see the actual lipstick color inside there. Most lipsticks are like that, but some aren't, and it's real annoying. I actually want to like see through the tube and see the actual lipstick color. especially if you're running low and you kind of dig on the sides, you kind of need to see what you're digging for in the product. So I love seeing the lipstick through the tube, not just on like a sticker or on the cap or something. Number 5 is a little petty, but it just gives me a little bit extra oomph to everything. So this is magnetic closures. I love having magnetic closures on stuff. I love it when a palette, like, you know, the magnet forces it to close. I love things like that. I just think it's super cute. Whether it's a palette, whether it's a blush, if it closes magnetically, it brings like a little extra little luxury to me, to this packaging. I don't know if that's even like a normal thing to say, but to me it just feels a little nicer. Like there's some MAC packagings back in the day, I don't know if they still do it, where the cap would magnetically close onto the lipstick tube, and that is like peak excellence to me. Just makes it feel fancier. Number 6 is squeeze tube primers. I do some primers that aren't squeeze tubes that I still enjoy, but I like primers that come in like a squeezy tube, especially because I do go through a lot of primer. If I find a primer I like, I'm gonna finish it up usually. I'm gonna like go through a lot of that primer. I have 2 right now that are squeezy tubes that are like getting empty, but because they're squeezy, I can keep like, you know, finagling it and manhandling it basically to make it come out of the tube properly and get extra product out of it. I feel like for primers, I want that because I don't mind. Okay, first of all, I don't like, you know, no one likes spending money. I don't mind purchasing, you know, concealers and foundations and stuff. I don't want to buy a backup primer. That's not exciting to me, you know? Like, you have to have it. You have to have it. Some people skip primer. I don't believe in that witchcraft. But I want to squeezy tube my primer to get the most out of it because I don't think it's exciting to buy another one, and I want the most out of the primer. So, yeah, squeezy tube primers. Although I do like a jar too, like if I can dip my finger in like the moonshine cream from Gina & Co. I like that too. Number 7 is something controversial a little bit, and some people are like, ew, this is super unsanitary, and to me, and like, it's my own face, it'll be alright. I love a wand applicator on a foundation. Not many do that. I have 3 right now that do it. So I have the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define comes with it. The Pure Love Your Selfie has both the squeezy tube, like the pump, and the wand. I use the wand. And then the Wander Beauty Nude Illusion Foundation has a squeezy tube and a wand, which is awesome. I love a wand applicator for my foundation, so I just can go and be done and like blend it out with my beauty blender. Pumping it into the sponge or like on my back of my hand or on a plate or something. I feel like I'm losing foundation by putting it on another surface. By putting the foundation directly on my face, I feel like I'm not wasting any product, and it's super easy to just go and apply it. So I thoroughly enjoy wand applicator. I know you're putting the applicator back in the tube and bacteria from your face can get in there, blah, 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 blah. But I wash my face before every time and nothing's happened bad so far. So I just like it. Number 8 is something people don't like anymore, but I still like it. I'm sorry. So this is having a white or like a creamy kind of color, like a light beigey kind of color in a palette that's matte. A lot of people are like, this is unnecessary, but for me, I love setting underneath my brow bone with a product. And then if there's colorful shades in there, it makes everything in the crease blend a lot more seamlessly. It makes everything blend really smooth together, and I thoroughly enjoy that. So for me, when I can set my lid with like a light matte shade, or I can set my crease with a light matte shade and like under my brow bone, makes everything blend together so smooth that I really enjoy that. Some people say it's a waste because they have it in other palettes and blah blah blah, but I don't like reaching into more than one palette. I want to reach into one palette for my face and be done. So not every palette has that, but the ones that do, I get a lot of use out of that shade. Number 9 is like a safety thing. No, it's not really a safety thing, but creamy or like gel eyeliner pencils. I will not use a pencil, like a pencil eyeliner pencil. It has to be creamy and soft in texture because a lot of people use these and they use them for their brows too, like pencil products. And I feel like it hurts my waterline. My waterline is real sensitive, so even things with really like eyeliners with their creamy but have like really hard plastic on the outside, I have to make sure I sharpen it properly because my waterline is so sensitive that I can't use like regular pencil in there. I can't use like really hard plastic eyeliners without irritating my eyes. So for me, I need a soft, creamy gel pencil eyeliner, and most of them these days are, but if you go to like Walmart or the drugstore, they still have those pencil kinds, and they're hurty, so I don't buy those. Number 10 is something that helps me save products in a way, but if you're traveling with it, it wouldn't. And this is, I like the normal sifter on setting powders. I don't like one that has like a little sifter twister cover, like it's twisted around and it covers the holes and you can untwist it every time you want to use it. I don't like that. I don't like the ones where it has like the sifter normal and then it has like a plastic cap that kind of comes up and you can put it back down. It's another step between me and my product. There's already a lid and then you have like a sifter protector. Cover FX does that with our setting powder and I ripped that little cover off. To me, I just want the normal sifter. And people are like, well, what if you travel? You don't want your powder to spill all into the top of the tube. I put tape over it, you know? I just make sure I use all the powder that's on the top and I put a piece of tape on top of the little sifter holes and nothing moves around. I don't want to keep twisting a little thing and then powder gets stuck underneath the little twisty part and it makes a mess and it's just gross. So I just want a normal sifter on a setting powder. I would say about half setting powders have just a normal sifter, which I greatly appreciate. Anyways, you guys, I feel like I flew through that video. I felt like this was gonna be a long video, but I kind of just got to the point. I like small palettes, normal sifters, creamy stuff. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you again to WordLife for sponsoring today's video. Check them out at the top of the description box. It's actually a fun game. And please let me know at least like 2 things you have preferences for in the comment section. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.